Guys, John here with Edge Paintball. Today I'm going to show you how to install your Deadly Wind Hair 45 valve, the V2, into your Etha 3M and your Emek. Let's go and jump on in. Alright, so all you'll really need if you do it correctly is going to be a 1/8 Allen key. I do have needle nose and a small Allen key or other Allen keys to try to move some things around because during the process of this I did it wrong the first time. So I'm going to show you how I did it wrong the first time so you don't do it. And then show you how to do it the right way. So just real quick. So, and I'm pretty sure both these guns are pretty similar. So I'm going to pull both frames apart at the same time. So if you have either gun, you know what's going on. First things first, you want to pop your grips up here in the back. I just take a little Allen key. You don't want to scratch it up. Just pop that out. That way your grips come off. Stick your, oh, don't push it back in. So go stick your finger in here. Pop the grip off there. And do that for both of the guns. You just set those aside. You can use an Allen key as well to pry this open in here. Nothing sharp though, you don't want to mess it up. But these are all brand new guns, of course, so I don't want to scratch them up. And of course the grips will be easier as you use them over time. Okay, so if you look inside here, they should be the same assembly or disassembly to install this. I just wanted to confirm because I hadn't done it on the Emek, just on the Etha 3. So I'm going to do the Etha 3 real quick just to show you. Okay, so then you need your 1/8 Allen key. You're going to unscrew the two frame screws here. Okay, now that you have the screws off, the body and the frame is going to pivot off. So it's going to lift up just like that and then slide it forward. So it hooks right here on the front. So when you reinstall it back, that's how it goes, just like that. You don't want to do it all the way because it doesn't lever all the way. Just lift it up just a little, slightly like that, about 1 inch from the back here, and then slide it forward. And don't be rough with it. It should be very smooth to remove it. So work your way out. Good to go. And this gasket did fall out, so just keep that, set that aside. Okay. That is going to be for the Emek, and the same for the Etha 3M, I should say. Good to go. So this is a non-electronic version, obviously. Okay, so with that pulled apart, go ahead and set your bodies aside. Go ahead and don't lose these gaskets. You really do need those. Okay, so the first time what I did is, not knowing what I'm supposed to do, I took and popped both these pins out. You don't want to do that. And they will only go out one direction. So this is a smaller side here. This is a larger, if you could tell that. So smaller, larger. The larger side is the side that's going to come out. If you remove this front pin right here, what happens is your trigger pin can come out and it's kind of a pain to put back into place. Ask me how, I know. So you don't want to do that at all. You want to leave that in the place. The only one you want to remove is going to be this top pin here. It's going to just fall out. Set that aside. And then you're going to have your gasket. And you don't need needle nose. I'm just going to do it because it's a little bit easier to grab. You don't want to scratch anything up at all. Yeah, actually it's going to be easier here. The top piece comes out, and then you have your valve inside. You can usually just slide your hand over like this and kind of tap it, and it'll fall out. Again, you have two gaskets on there. You want to keep those. There is a, I don't know the official name in here, but there's a tube inside of here that wants to come out with it. You just slide it right back into place. So don't go crazy when you're hitting it to knock it out. You just slide the tube back into place, make sure it kind of clicks into place, and you're good. Let's go ahead and do this on the Emek. So same thing, I assume. Top pin out. You're going to see the top of the valve there. Pull that piece out. And then the bottom here, the bottom part of the valve, tap it out. And see how the tube came completely out? So just pull it off. It doesn't screw in. It just sticks in place with the O-rings and drop it right back into the hole. And then press it all the way down. Okay, so yeah, we're identical so far. And I think we're going to be the rest of the way there. So everything I do going forward on the 3M should be the same as the Emek. Same valve system. For Deadly Wind, the same valve system fits both. And so it's very easy depending on which one you have. Okay, so let's go ahead and open the new valve. So the idea here is it's supposed to be a lighter trigger pull, I guess more a snappy trigger pull, faster rate of fire. It's supposed to be really nice. So it's just an upgrade. Planet Eclipse makes one of these, Deadly Wind makes one. I do like the new white that they did here, and it's all one piece compared to the two piece that Eclipse did. And I don't know if there are benefits to this or not. But this technically would make your gun lighter because this is a, I don't want to call it a plastic without knowing what it is, but it's definitely a lighter material compared to the metal that's used here. Okay, so there's really only one way to put this valve in. You want to make sure that this little pin, the little shiny pin right there, is facing towards the front of your gun, towards the front grip. You want to make sure the little oval, the weird shaped gasket is facing up and the round hole is facing down. So it's going to go just into your frame just like that. And you're going to drop it into there. Right there, and it should just kind of slide in place. You shouldn't have to force it. kind of sits in place. And then the reason why you want to keep this gasket, you just need one of the two gaskets. It's going to go right here on top. If you're having trouble with this staying, you can take a little bit of lube, Planet Eclipse grease from your kit and put it on both sides of this, and it'll kind of stay into the valve easy, or better than it is if it's dry. So yeah, you're good to go there. And then same thing, like we said earlier, reverse, you just want to go and hook the front. What happens sometimes when I'm doing this gasket will fall out, but right now it's not a problem. So just kind of work it back and forth. Again, you shouldn't have to force the thing. Slightly put in here. You have a little resistance because you do have that rubber gasket that's hitting the body. So it's not going to go flush until you tighten everything up. So don't freak out about that. But you just want to kind of hold it together. That way the gasket stays in place. You do not need to put this pin back in place because it doesn't have a hole to go in anymore. So you're fine there. And these two pieces of valve can stay right there. So go ahead and slide it in there. Go ahead and put your frame screws in. Of course, before you go play, go ahead and air it up, and I'm going to do that here in a second. So I just put the screws in with my fingers, a little bit easier, and then slowly tighten them up, and I'll go back and forth between the two. That way I make sure everything is sitting flush and everything's working how it's supposed to. See that one there is at an angle. Once you get it started, you're good to go. If you have one of the ball head 1/8 Allen keys, it works really well. So this item is available on our website, prohpb.com. If you liked the video, found it helpful, don't forget to hit like. That really helps our videos, and it shows us that you guys appreciate it and found it useful. If you have any questions, let us know. Let me go and air this up real quick. I should have grabbed the muffler. This might be a little loud. So I undid the on-off, screw the air tank in. I'm going to go ahead and press the air on. Here, air up, no problems. There you go. So you can feel the difference whenever you put it in compared to the stock trigger or stock valve. So that's a nice little upgrade there. And of course they make aftermarket triggers. Exalt, Infamous, I think there's a couple other companies. Inception, I think, makes one as well. So yeah, any questions, let me know. All you need to do is put your grips back on. I think you do the front first. Let's see here. They kind of lock into place. They have a little clip, a little tab that sticks to the top. So tap goes in place. They sit on here. So they sit in the groove real nice. I love that about Eclipse. They pay attention to detail. And then the back one goes on. Probably easier without the air tank on. And they should snap into place. Good to go there. What I'm doing is I'm stretching them around. You gotta make sure the front was on first, and then once they're smooth there, you can lock it into place and you're all set. Cool deal. Thank you guys for watching. Any questions, comment below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.